Anne. Oh, thank God you're home. Oh, well, but can you talk? Great. I have to tell someone. I just did something I never thought I would do. I don't know. It's so upsetting. I tell you, I don't recognize myself. Oh God, what's happening to me? I'm a good person, aren't I? I mean, you remember when we used to volunteer at the food bank, right? We did that for several years, I remember. Yes, that's right. I got you set up there too. It was hard work, but at the end of the day, we felt good about what we were doing. Yes. Then the kids came along and it got to be too much. But I loved it. Didn't you love it? I thought so. Anyway, about a week ago, a car parked in front of our house. No, not really a junker, but not new either. It was one of those SUVs, so it was big and it was packed with stuff. Personal belongings, I'm guessing. One morning, I go out to get the paper and I see that there's a woman and a small child in the car. I don't know, maybe 3 or 4. I called Child Protective Services and they said they'd send someone to check it out. So the woman and her child, though, would leave the car sometime during the day only to return later. No, I have no idea where they went. I mean, they weren't really causing us any problems except for the trash that wound up on our lawn. Then, this morning, I go out to get the paper and I smell this terrible stench. I look over and it turns out it was human waste. I couldn't believe it. They had crapped on our lawn and wiped themselves with newspaper. Our newspaper. It was all lying right where they left it. They must have done it during the night. I told Robert about it and he went out to try to talk to them, but the woman wouldn't roll down the window. No, he cleaned it up and put it in the composting bin. I called Child Protective Services again, and they said they'd been out there and offered them some services, but the woman refused them. When I told them about finding the feces, they said there was nothing they could do about that unless I actually saw them in the act, and then I could call the police. Well, I don't know what came over me, but that answer upset me so much that I went out there and banged on the woman's window, demanding that she move her car. I kept banging and banging, but she wouldn't open the window or move the car. Then, through the window, I saw the little girl all curled up. She was crying and had this really terrified look on her face. I saw my reflection in the glass, and I wanted to die. I couldn't believe the look on my face. So hateful, so angry, so vicious, like an animal, really. Oh, I didn't recognize myself. At least not the self I thought I was, the self that I see in the mirror each morning. Oh, Anne, what's happened to me? When did I become this person? I don't want to be like this, but I feel like things are backing me into a corner. Well, yes, not just the homeless situation and the crime, but all the other stuff going on. Every day is a drumbeat of bad news, and God, it feels like the world's coming apart at the seams, and no one's doing anything about it. Yes, I'm angry. Angry at the woman for parking her car there and setting up this whole situation, but I know that doesn't really make any sense, right? Yet, if she hadn't parked there and crapped on our lawn, I would never have seen that ugly, ugly side of myself. Oh, that is not me. I treat people with respect. I acknowledge my privilege. I give to charities. I vote for the good people who will make this world better. This anger, this rage is not me. It's just a sign I've been pushed too far. All the problems of the world are really getting to me, even here in beautiful Upper Montclair. My God, it's a crisis. I'm having a breakdown of some kind. The world I've lived in, grew up in, married and had my children in, the world I've loved all these years has cracked open, and I can never go back to it because it doesn't exist. It's as if the dream I've lived my whole life has crumbled. Humpty Dumpty, Humpty Dumpty. Wow. No. I don't want this to be true. I don't. I want my life back. I didn't do whatever it was that led her to live in her car. I don't even know her. It's someone else's doing. They should suffer. Not me. No, not me. Oh, Anne, what am I going to do? I don't know. For the first time in my life, I'm scared of the future. Aren't you? I don't know where to turn or who to turn to. I don't even know if there's a solution to any of this, but there has to be, right? I mean, this is America, right? There has to be a solution. There's always been one. What do you mean, not for everyone? What? That's not my fault. I didn't steal their land. I'm second generation. My people weren't even here. Why are you saying that now? Can't you see what I'm going through? Aren't you listening to me? I mean, what kind of friend are you? And now is not the time. Can't you see that? I can't take it. I can't take it. No, that's it. I'm hanging up. That's right. Nope, I said I'm hanging up. Goodbye. Hello? Yes, I know it's you. Are you calling to say more mean things to me? You've never talked to me like that before. Have you been thinking those thoughts all along? And just when I was already feeling so confused, so hurt, so lost. Yes, of course I accept your apology, but it's going to take a little time for me to trust you like I had. I think I need to go back to therapy. I need to figure out what happened. Who am I? And where do I go from here? Thanks. Oh, lunch tomorrow? That would be lovely.